How's it going, everyone? GSmith624 here. We are here playing the Nintendo Switch. In fact, we are playing some fucking Octopath. It'll be a fun time. So you may be wondering, why the fuck am I playing Octopath? And why the fuck do I have a Nintendo Switch now? Well, yesterday was my birthday, that's why there was no video. And so, we're going to be hopping in. Now, you'll notice that I have about 2 hours of playtime already. That's because I was practicing, recording, practicing all that good shit. Also, just playing the game, see if it would fit on the channel or not. So that being said, let's go ahead and hop in to Octopath. So first off, in order to begin, we have to choose a traveler to begin your journey with. There are 8 travelers in total. I already know which one I'm going to start with, but let's go ahead and read the others, just so we know. Tressa, you are a merchant. You stock the shelves at your parents' shop in your sleepy seaside hometown. Yet you often find yourself gazing out at sea, longing for something more. What lies beyond the horizon? You thought you'd never know the answer. Then, one day, an unfamiliar vessel weighs anchor at the docks, changing your life forever. Olberic, you are a warrior. Once a proud knight, you lost both king and kingdom in a bloody coup. Today, you serve as a master-at-arms for a remote mountain village. To what end do I swing my blade? The question tortured you night after restless night. Then one day, you overhear a name from your past, giving you a new journey purpose. Fucking shit, I'm already failing at reading. This is a great sign. Primrose, the dancer. You ply your trade in the pleasure district of Sunshade, a town forever shrouded in darkness. In truth, you are a high-born daughter of the once proud House Azelhart, an identity you could conceal from all. 3 men bearing the mark of the Crow. They took my father from me, but you will have your revenge. Alfin, the apothecary. You treat the wounded and sick in a small village, amid the babbling brooks of the riverlands. Stricken ill as a child, you were saved by a traveler who asked for nothing in return, inspiring you to follow in his footsteps. Though hesitant to leave your own home, the only home you've known, your best friend convinces you to follow your dream, wherever it may lead. Therian, the thief. While your past is a guarded secret, your exploits are known far and wide. Mere whispers of your extravagant heists strike fear into the hearts of the wealthy. Drifting into the clifflands one day, you hear a rumor of great riches to be had. You set your sights on a mansion said to be impregnable, only to find what you never expected. Your name is Hyant. You are a hunter. One of the last descendants of the nation's clan that called the deep forest home. Your prowess with the bow is unmatched. Your master left home one year ago, summoned to hunt a dreaded beast. You protected the village while awaiting his return. Then one day, the return of an old friend gives you cause for concern, and you strike out on a journey of your own. Ophelia, the cleric. You hail from a snow-swept foxland, where you dutifully served the Order of the Flame under your adoptive father, the Archbishop. As your adoptive sister and best friend prepares to embark on a perilous pilgrimage, you stand ever at her side. But unbeknownst to both of you, events are about to take a tragic turn. And lastly, Cyrus, the scholar. You teach at the Royal Academy in Ultiban, in Atlas, my apologies. Though you have numerous admirers, your only true passion is the pursuit of knowledge. There's so much I would learn. One day you realize that as an invaluable tome has vanished from the Royal Library, piquing your insatiable curiosity. Now, you may be wondering who the fuck am I going to start with? And that answer is Hyant. Why? Because I love the capture ability. The capture ability is just so fucking cool and adds so much to the gameplay that it is just so interesting to me. The other top 2 choices were Tressa or primrose. 1 year ago.
Good. Thou hast yet to depart.
Waylaid by sentiment, my girl. It ill behooven me to leave without bidding my favorite prentice fare thee well.
A joke, as always. Will thy journey be long, master?
A good question, that. The request cometh from none other than the Knights Ardent. The hunt will taken us to distant lands, and the beast we pursue is a fearsome one.
I see.
Ha ha ha! Looking not so glum, girl. I'm no tyro with green arrows and bruises on his bow arm. I'll do the deed and be back before 2 moons have passed. Still no smile? What is it, my girl?
'Tis not the hunt that concerneth me. Thou intendest to stop and off somewhere along the way.
Oh, here and there, mayhap. Why dost thou ask?
Thou forgettest or feign'st ignorance, so I will remind thee. On the last hunt, thou gambledest away thy purse, and came back a poorer man than thou left.
Poorer in coin, mayhap. Yes, I did make a few wagers at the arena in Victor's Hollow. And learned that while I have a keen eye for assessing the strength of beasts, I am quite at a loss with men. A valuable lesson that was cheaply bought.
Not so cheap in the end. Eliza had to pay in thy debts, and thou only finishedst paying her back this last moon. Promise me, master, no more foolish gambling.
But what of the old hunter's saying? If the first arrow faileth, knock a second and try again.
That is fucking terrible advice. That is honestly terrible advice. I know I've been quiet for the most part, but do not listen to that advice. That is terrible advice. Because if the first arrow missed, the beast most likely ran, so the second arrow will also miss. But trying things again is not bad in itself. But trying for the same thing twice in a row in rapid succession will only lead to failure.
Thou just madest that one up.
Come now, girl. Thou art too young by half for such world-weary sighs. Must thou makest our parting so gloomy?
I turn to thee, Hagen. Looking after master, for he can rarely be bothered to looking after himself.
Fucking roasted. Dude, that still spooks the shit out of me. Like, that wolf has a fucking guttural roar there.
Even thou takest her side against me, old friend?
I mean, he has the right
He
to.
knoweth good sense when he heareth it.
Fucking double burn there, Zatanna. Razant.
Growlest thou not at me, thou faithless turncoat?
Hanit. Have you come to see us off?
I have come in to warn Master about straying from the path.
And I thank you for it. I do not have the leaves to pay another debt like that.
Fucking triple roasted.
Have I not
He's
a
done.
single ally in this infernal village?
Stick a fork in him, he is super dumb.
I am your friend, but I am also a knight ardent, and your client. You would do well not to forget this.
Fucking quadruple
Not for
roasted.
a moment, most honorable Lady Eliza of the illustrious Knights Ardent.
That's more like it. Fear not. I'll keep him out of trouble. I'll have him fill his evenings penning a detailed account of our adventures on the hunt.
Taken care, and may thine arrows strike true. I shall look after the forest till the day of thy return.
Thank ye, my girl, and farewell.
Take care. Hagen, you watch over him. Keep the puppy safe, you
A
two.
year hath passed since that day. In all that time, Master could only be bothered to send in a single letter.
Harnet, 'tis me, thou revered master. Missest me? I won't bore thee with any blather about the weather or the season. Who knoweth when this will even arrive, after all? For 3 months now, I have pursued the trail of the beast sought by the Knights Ardent. A beast by the name of Red-Eye. That's their name for it, leastwise. As for its true name, if it even hath one, none can say. But on my father's bow, I swear 'tis the most vexing quarry I've ever had the misfortune to hunt him. It eludeth mine every trap, and though thou may thinketh me mad for saying this, I swear it can even senseth every move I make. I know not if it is human intelligence or pure animal instinct, but either way, it refuseth to be caught. Still, we appear to have annoyed it sufficiently that it is moving on to new pastures. Judging from its behavior, I believe it meaneth to make for the lands around Stoneguard. I will be frank with thee, my girl, for thou'st always been able to see through my pretenses. The chase will be hard, and the hunt will not endeth soon. But fear not, for endeth it shall. Hast thou ever knowest your master to fail him in a hunt? And so I ask thee, my dear apprentice, pray look after the village until I return. Oh, and be not a worrywart. Always thy friend and teacher, Xanta.
Never heard Master admitteth that any hunt would be difficult. Either this Red-Eye is truly the most formidable of beasts, or he stoppeth in every gambler's den from here to Stoneguard. But no, Master liketh to act in the fool, but when it cometh to hunting, if he saith he will catcheth his quarry, then catcheth it he will. Yes, Linda, I know. Master entrusted the safety of the village to me. My duty now is to the villagers. Come in. Let us visit in the headman, and see if anyone hath need of my bow.
So, one quick thing I just want to point out real quick about this game is the creepy, weird-ass fucking speech patterns that they have been going through this whole entire time. It's not a normal thing. It's not. Like these, well, not even creepy speech patterns, but these weird speech patterns here. That's not the norm. So, don't worry about that. I know it sounds stupid. I agree with you on that, but it does sound rather strange. But that is not the normal speak of everyone around here. Also, I like how starting equipment literally already gone. Like, the shop right there. Bam. Already have better equipment. And now onto another cutscene.
I am Hunt.
Headman, how might my bow serve thee today?
Hello.
Every day thou comest here seeking work. Sometimes I wonder if thou art truly thy master's apprentice. But jesting aside, no, there is no hunt today.
I see.
Is there aught else I might do? Well, the youngsters are always in need of lessons. Thou couldst given them a lesson or two in bowmanship. The clan of the Darkwood inherited the lore of the beast in the trees. Yet today only thou and Xanta can truly use that lore. Why, when I was a mere stripling. Yes, I have heard of your stories before, and I know how long they are. Ho ho! Long-winded tales are the vice of many a home man. My apologies, child. But if thou couldst shown the youngsters the way of the hunt, I would be grateful.
I'm asking ye.
I saw two of them waiting eagerly in the square. Perhaps thou couldst start with them.
Yes.
It will be done. So here, this is like the big tutorial. It's gonna happen with every fucking character so we can learn their traits and stuff. The big thing with her, with Hyant, is the fact that she has the Octopath, or she has the path of provoking. Which means she can pick fights with people.
Let us begin.
Like with anyone
Let my arrow
you want.
fly and
But
true.
the downside to that is when she does it like this, the only way she can fight is through capturing beasts. Thankfully, the tutorial makes it really easy.
What next?
But that's the big thing about Heian, is in order to do well
Coming.
with her in combat, you must capture beasts. And always keep your beast
I
powers
honor
active.
thee, my quarry.
Because the more beasts you have, the better off you are. And the more versatile your beasts are, the better off you are.
Now
Another
then.
thing is
So,
the beasts
Oh.
that you carry. They can be from anywhere in the world, but you only can have a max of 6 on top of limbs. And all other beasts, other than Lynn, have a set amount of uses. As you saw there,
let us begin.
as
let
you
the
see here when I
hunt
go into
begin.
combat, we have Lind, we have the forest fox, and then we have the mossy meat. Lind has an infinite amount of uses, and she also has 2 different attacks which she might use. She has a sweep and a pounce. We'll get into that a little more later, but each version of that is a different type of strike. So there's a sword attack and a pole arm attack. Each enemy type has a vulnerability of some type of other. As you see here, this man has a weakness to spear
Let the
or
hunt
pole arm,
begin.
which Lind has a chance to do. She also has a chance to sweep. However, if we pop a find and claw there, you
The
saw
hunt
he was
ends.
not weak to sword attack. So always keep in mind what your foes are weak to and who you have in your party. And that is the big reason why I like having Hanat as the leader for my journey. Because Hanat, also, the big thing about who you choose as your starting leader is they're forever in the party for the rest of the game.
Excellent.
That one hero almost will always be in your party for the rest of the game with whoever you start with. That is the big thing you have to keep track of.
Hello there.
no matter who you start with, they will pretty much forever and always be in the party. There are a few rare situations where they might not be, but almost always there will not be an opportunity where you not, in my case, will not be in my party in some way, shape, or form. She cannot be removed from my party because she is the main traveling in my journey. So that's why I pick her, because she has the most versatility she has some of the most versatility in combat, because she covers through herself alone axes and bows. But on top of that, she also gets the animals. She can capture animals, which all have different feats as well, such as some that cast magic, some that can be pole arms, some that can be swords, some that can be daggers. Literally, she has the potential to cover the whole party with her versatility. The only downside is, once you use up all the uses of one, you have to go get another beast to fill that slot. Anyways, let's continue with the story now. The headmen would live to see us.
Right.
Lead the way, girl. To the headmen. An urgent hunt, mayhap.
Greetings.
Headman, you wish to see me? Yes, a request has cometh in from my denizen of Lord Turan. It would seem a beast hath strayed into his provincial forest.
I see.
And he will be gone. Just so, he asks us for our best hunter. And while Master Zonta is off on the hunt, that meaneth thee.
I'm asking ye.
Always remember, Hanat, since time immemorial, ours has been a village of great hunters and huntresses. Yes, far and wide beyond the edges of the Darkwood, our home. The bard singeth of our exploits, and all the realm landed. Fair Sawarki as the home of the true hunter. Is that not how it went?
Egads!
Ho ho ho! Have I told it yet many times? Long-winded tales, my dear. Are the vice of an old man. Yes, as for the hunt, I am ready when needed.
Splendid!
Messenger
I
waits
am
inside.
ready.
I will speak to him at once.
I'm asking ye.
Enough. Prithee not, Master Zonta, with thee not. I have no idea what the fuck
Fair
you just
befallen
said.
thee.
Of course. Thank you.
Well met.
My apologies for the urgency of the matter, but monsters pay little heed to the convenience of men.
Nay.
I am here to serve. Tell me more about this beast. Your quarry is to be the fearsome beast that has wandered into the Whisper Wood from the gods known where. A monster that has strayed from its home.
Yes.
Aye, just this morning. A merchant and an injured companion fetched up at our manor in frightful shape. As one man told us, the other was in no condition to speak. Their caravan had been waylaid by the beast, and they were the only survivors.
This bodeth ill.
Asta, how dost thou know this creature was responsible?
Well, actually,
Lord Syrian's scholars were called upon to investigate the matter. From the merchant's testimony, they concluded the men were attacked by a savage beast, known as a Gisharma.
Truly?
I have heard of this creature. Its baleful roar would make it an unlikely fit for the tranquil Whisper Wood. His lordship is most anxious to protect his subjects, needless to say. He seeks the help of the most capable hunter in this village. And so, in Master Zanta's absence, we turn to you. What say you, Hanat? Will you free our fair province of this unholy menace?
I am ready.
Tell him thy lord, I shan't fail him. Indeed. There's a dignity about you that Master Zanta lacks, but I see you share his passion for your calling. I hope you will continue to inherit only his better qualities. Master is a fine teacher. He showeth by example both what a hunter oughteth, and a hunter oughteth not to do. Well said. It would seem we are on safe hands indeed. Yes, thou art. You never know when danger might strike. Be sure to save often. Keep an eye out for this momentum. You will find it in save points in towns, overworld areas, and dungeons. Yeah, but we're not going to save. Yeah, we're going to do this. Hey, look, it's a hunter. Broke. How well hast thou learned Zanta's tricks? I shall test it in you!
Let us begin.
I hate
What
this
next?
defense. Lim. Break there. Now,
Come
we'll
in.
activate our boost game. Because we want Lin to strike with more power to make sure this man does not get second attack. So, the boost game is a really unique feature to Octopath. The boost gauge will increase the power of spells and make your regular attacks hit multiple times, or just make you do multiple attacks. You get 1 boost point per turn, unless you used a boost point the previous turn. So to start off, you start with 1 boost point, and you get 1 every turn. As you see up there, right next to Hanat's name, we have 2. So that's double power there, making this attack be a level 3 attack instead of a level 1 attack, thus causing it to do more damage. Notice how Lin hit for 396, where before she only hit for about 100. That also has something to do with break as well, but we'll get into that later as well when we get into more combat. So this gentleman here, he's guarding this house. He won't let you in. And
Now, let us hunt him.
you
What
need to
next?
beat the fuck out of him. You weak the swords? So 109 there.
What next?
Double power. 396.
The hunt ends.
Only get that untouchable bonus, giving us that extra money and that make sure to get a break to get
Hey ho!
that item, get that extra experience.
Leave it to me.
Mind if I show you the fruits of my training? Yeah, go ahead. Let's do it, buddy. Go for it. Training time it is. I am ever ready.
Let us
You
begin.
wish you'd be ready. So as you see,
Let
this
my
man is
arrow
weak.
fly and true.
So, let me explain breaking now to you. Breaking is the act of making it so your opponent misses a turn. As you see, next to my opponent's there, it says what he's vulnerable to. As you see, it has a sword emblem there, as well as 3 other emblems which we don't know. That means he is weak to 4 different things, And hitting them with those things makes that shield counter go down. As you see, it's set at 1 right now. If we go and hit with Wind here, it now goes to 0 and we get a break. Whenever you break an opponent, the opponent automatically loses their next turn. Which means you get a free turn to attack and not get hit.
Thou didst fight.
You get a free turn to attack or heal. But, to compensate for this, after a break, your opponent on the next round will go first before you. So just keep that in mind.
Hello.
When you are fighting. Breaking is a key point to
Now,
battle.
let
Make
us
sure you
hunt
get
him.
a breath of fresh air.
Let in the
So
hunt
we haven't fought this
begin.
girl before. Let's hit her. She's weak to sword. She has 5 weaknesses. Going to break there makes it so
Let
she's
in
not
the
weak.
hunt.
So it also, if they have not gotten that turn, they lose that turn as well. So they lose up to 2 turns. They lose a max of 2 turns every time they get broken. Which means you
Thou
get
didst fight as a coach.
2 free turns as a battle plan. Got a plum, a healing item. What can I do you for? So, tavern keepers won't come into effect for a while here. They can tell us give us side quests, help us change our equipment around, and change our party around. Once we have more than 4 travelers, this is where you come to swap out party members for certain quests. Because at certain times, when you go on a quest with a party member, you have to have certain party members in a party. Or if you just don't like the party members you have and you want to switch to a different party member, you have to come to a tavern in order to do it. And the equipment is just swapping the equipment around on all your party members to different party members. How many more times can we say party in this sentence?
Fortune smiling.
So let's fight all of these kids. And you'll be asking, why am I doing this?
Let us
Because
begin.
That's why.
Come in.
So this kid is
if-
fucked. He's weak to lances and swords, which both Lind will do.
Come in.
Boom. Easy experience.
I honor thee, my quarry.
And then we get the bonus experience for not being touched. Or we get the bonus money for not being touched. We get the bonus experience for breaking as well. And that's the end. You can just rest at that if you're weary.
Good day.
So now we are going to fight the
Now,
villager here.
let us hunt
Fuck
him.
this shit up. One
Let in the
defense.
hunt.
Break his guard. He loses this turn. He loses his next turn as well.
Let
Bam.
I honor
And the
thee,
best
my
thing I
quarry.
love about Provoke is you can do it to pretty much fucking anyone you can talk to. As you saw, we have knocked out pretty much everyone in the town. Hello. If I really wanted to, I could provoke the village of Headman. So, we're gonna do
Let
it.
us begin.
We're gonna beat up an old man.
What next?
Ow. Break his guard.
What next?
Now again. And he's defeated.
Thou didst fight as a coach.
Get that bonus experience. Almost level 5. How about halfway full? 5.
The fact of the matter is, until we meet again,
Go forth, my friend.
Let us begin. Let in my arrow.
Weak to spears.
Let in.
Bam. Also, a good thing about the AI
The
is
hunt
when
ends.
animals have multiple attacks, they'll generally make the right decision on what to use, like pounce and swipe They'll generally make a decision to use one or the other, as you saw there. I'm gonna go get this chest. Now we are in the area where we can run into wild encounters. So we can get creatures to add to our collection. Some
Now, let us
squirrel
hunt.
guy here. Breaking. We already went over
Let
breaking.
the hunt begin it.
So this man uses bows.
What next?
Now, 60% chance to capture. He has the slash skill. And we try it. And we capture the beast.
Thou didst fight with courage.
Capturing the beast, you still get the experience for beating it, and you still get the money for beating it. So, if you just want to grind, or you need extra change, and you want to get more people in your party, it's not a bad idea to just go walking around knocking the shit out of people. One other important thing to note
Standest thou against me? Then be hunted.
is, with
Let
these
my arrow
creatures...
fly at
Hello, cat.
What next?
Hello, Karma. No, no one's there. Not even blocking the first shot. Slash it! Bam.
Thou didst fight with courage.
Level up to level 5. Nice. Let us continue onto the trail. So, while we are on the open area, you can be running the random
Now,
encounters,
let us hunt him.
as you see here.
Let in the hunt begin
This man is
it.
a bow user. And with an axe. Weak to that shit. Yeah,
Let
that
in
is
the
weak.
hunt begin it.
Comes against the capture. So breaking someone also does
Thou didst
very
fight.
slightly increase the capture as well. We are level. We've earned enough job points to get a new skill for Anata. So each time you go through combat, every time you go through combat, you get more job points. So, cool thing about that is it doesn't matter if your character leveled up or not from the battle, you still get job points. So you can unlock more skills and all of that good shit. So we got random arrows, attack random foes for 5 to 8 times with a bow, deal critical damage with a bow to a single foe, which we already have. Those are 2 we already have. Usually I go with Thunderbird because that gives us a electric damage. But I mean, hey, you play how you want to play. You may not even be starting with the same hero I start off with, or the same traveler I start off with. So let's just continue onwards. You also may notice I'm not saving, and there's not really a good reason for me not to do it. But we found the caravan, or at least what has remains of them. May the spirits have mercy on them. This was not done in the name of survival. This Gishamara sought not food, it sought sport in wanton slaughter. It sleweth these men and beasts for no reason, other than as a fearsome show of its dreadful power. Hagen's brothers, as you see, they
This
are afraid.
bodeth ill.
I see thou tremblest, little one. Thine heart is filled with fear. Thou witnessed what the beast did. It matteth these bear witness. I don't know what the fuck she's saying. Patience, I shall return and will follow. But first, they shall indeed fed.
If thou wilt,
Wilt thou protect them, friend, until my return?
thou hast my thanks.
Think of it. I shall return anon. To eat, to be an eat. This is fate and the privilege of any beast of the forest. A life for a life, so it hath been since the dawn of time.
Unacceptable.
But to slay in for sport, for pleasure or greed, is betraying the law of nature. Each time a creature taketh more than it needeth, a part of the forest dieth. hunt is not merely to keep in Lord Kyrion's people safe. A hunt and save the forest thyself. Yeah, so she has lots of old people speak. So when you're in a dungeon, you also know when you're in a dungeon. Because your character will usually pull out a lantern. That means you are in a dungeon. Or at least some type of dungeon. Doesn't always mean exactly a dungeon.
Standest thou against me?
Fox. I actually want
Then
somebody.
be hunted. What next?
Reach for the bow. Means you get a free
Let in the
stun.
hunt beginning.
Now we'll capture, attempt to capture. Got it.
I honor thee, my
lucky.
quarry.
Keeping that untouchable for a little extra money. And keep giving those breaks for the extra or extra experience. You always want to try as much as possible to try and get a break in combat, especially against like bosses and stuff. One, because it's just really helpful to do. Two, because you get a bonus experience for doing it, so that way party members level up faster. It's always a good
Standest
reason to
thou
do it.
against me? Then be hunted. What next?
Pop.
Let in my
But
arrow
also,
fly
one other
and
thing of
true.
note I forgot to mention about things they are vulnerable to is things they are vulnerable to, they take additional. So,
The hunt
it's
ends.
kind of like super effective moves in Pokemon. They take additional damage from it, which is very nice. Let's continue onwards though. We have a beast this way. I am running, which is dangerous because I need to learn the combat more often.
Standest
As
thou
you-
against me?
Yeah, I did not
Then be
see this
hunted.
last time.
What next?
It's not weak to bows. But
Let in the hunt beginning.
30% chance, huh? Ah, it is weak to action.
Let in my arrow fly and true.
Vulnerable.
Come in, if thou darest.
Capture.
I honor thee, my quarry.
So we didn't get the bonus money there because we got hit. But we did get the bonus experience because we got a break. So always go for the break as much as possible. To break more experience means some level ups for your characters.
Standest thou against me? Then be
Surprise the
hunted.
foe. Nice.
Come in, if thou darest.
Oh, this is a 4-drop. Two drops.
What
Go ahead
next?
and capture him. 60% chance. Fuck, he's the lead.
What next?
Knock him out again.
Let in my arrow fly and true.
There you go. Release one of your beasts. Make room for later catch. Yes. We get rid of the forest rat to 1. We'll have the forest rat to 2.
Thou didst fight with courage.
Up there is our boss fight. For the area. Not gonna save. Into the boss fight. Puppers, run! Run, puppers, run!
Not acceptable.
That is enough. Get out of here, pups. I will handle the beast. Yeah, it's angry. It's an angry son of a bitch. Bested by a beast more powerful, thou fledst and foundest thyself here.
I see.
I understand thy pain all too well. But to turn in thy grief and anger against innocent creatures, that is the sin of men. It was thy duty to adapt to the forest, to let it find it a place for you. Instead, thou wouldst rip out its heart and claim it as thine own. This cannot be forgiven. Rar. Thou hast trespassed, beast. In the name of the forest, I visit judgment upon thee. Boss fight.
Come in then, if this beest thy will. Letting the hunt begin it.
As you can see, this motherfucker has 5 shields. And he's not weak spear types. So,
Letting the hunt.
he's weak to the bow.
Letting the holding back nothing.
Return to action.
What next?
Using sword.
Coming, if thou dare. Letting my arrow fly in truth.
So as you notice there, some beasts generally do
What
not what I
next?
thought. So he has a counter attack. If you hit him, he will attack back.
Coming, if thou
The key
darest.
thing is with we summon don't count as us hitting.
Coming, if thou darest.
But since we broke him there, it doesn't matter if
Letting my arrow fly in truth.
now.
Holding back nothing.
Alright, he's about at half health. You can tell what their health is at by the color of their name, by the way. Health being as yellow means they're around 50%, red means they're around 25%, and white means they are above 50%. So it's a guessing game. It's always fun. Gives a challenge. Also, if you want to try and capture this, it's unchanged. So we can. We have the mossy meat here, so it's gonna help.
What next?
Get it? It will attack us back. In fact, I'm not gonna get it. Actually, no, what now?
Yeah. Raining arrows up on me.
Fine. We only hit 4, not all 5.
No.
So we're gonna
Letting the hunt begin.
So we get that break.
Letting my arrow fly.
Level 2. Kill boy, attack it.
Letting the hunt
Not
begin.
able to break it. So we're going to attack it.
Letting my arrow fly in true.
Again.
What next? Holding back nothing.
The one good thing about a turning pound is that it always puts you back. Hi, Karma. What you doing? Summon the mossy meat. Get your health back. Have fun time. Make sure we don't die.
What next?
Yeah, summon level 3 Link. Fuck this thing up, and we win. So it's not too hard of a boss fight. Just keep track of your health. Get them level ups, in case you level ups. Keep track of your health. Watch out for his pounce attack. And try to break his guard as much as possible.
My life
Preferably
is
try to
given
break
not
it.
in vain, for it will feed in others.
preferably try to break its guard anytime it's going for the pounce attack, so that way you get it out of its massive damage attack, and you get to pound on the damage yourself.
Thou art of the forest now, and in the forest naught is lost.
The wolves are gonna eat it now. Munch, munch. There they go.
Come in, my friends. This life belongeth to all. The animals that eateth the grass becometh food for the animals that eateth meat. The eaters of meat in their turn feedeth those yet stronger. And when the strongest of all dieth, his life is returned to the forest. His flesh feedeth the soil, the grass. His blood becometh sap, his bones wood. He becometh the food of the plant eaters, and the circle beginneth once more.
That's deep.
Lives entwined, a tapestry woven anew each dawn, every thread a part of the whole.
Listen now. Being a hunter means taking lives, but we do it so we might live. Never forget it. It is thy sacred duty to live on.
To surviven, and honoring those fell by thine own arrows. As long as he speaketh only of hunting, he is the wisest of men.
Fucking roasted again.
If only that were all he cared about. The hunt is over. Now it is time to tend in to the fallen.
Good day.
Well,
The beast will trouble thee no more, these graves.
Yes.
I took the liberty of digging them while I waited for you to return.
thou hast my thanks.
Thank thee, but I have a request. Leaving the beast be, let in the forest reclaim his thee. That is the way of the wood.
But of course.
As you wish. Yeah, don't fuck with the trees or I'll knock your ass out again, kid. It's a pupper. It's Hagen. Thou returnest to us. Oh, he's pissed. Where is Master? Has something befallen him? I fucking called it. He is confused and frightened. Thou did run here, didst thou not? And alone. Doth Master needeth my help?
Just so.
It's all right. Easy, boy. Easy. Oh, poor Hagen. There now. That's a good boy. Master's in trouble. That much is clear. I must hasten to his side. If anything were to happen to him,
The hunt is on.
Hagen, canst thou guide me to Master? A fucking guttural bark there. Whatever hath befallen him, you shall save him, thou and I.
Very well.
Now, if we really wanted to, we can knock the fucking everyone out again. We're not gonna do that, but if we wanted to, we could. We could get the wolf's bow, or we could get the battle axe. We'd rather get the battle axe. Another cutscene.
So thou art going after Zonta.
With the animal posse, hell yeah.
Hagen here came at seeking my help. In his letter, he said he was bound for Stonegard. We shall begin our search there.
I pray it is no more serious than an ill-founded wager that left him unable to pay at his innkeeper. For a Hagen to cometh all this way alone, I cannot help but fear the worst. Prithee, take us care.
We will.
And don nothing foolish. Don as Zonta saith, child, not as he would doeth.
The wise man once said, "Do as I say, not as I do."
Thank ye, Chief. Fearing not for us. We shall be back before the next moon, with Master at our side.
That's only a month, though. You claim to
Stay
be
as
back
safe,
in a month.
Master. We're coming.
See, at first... And so, did the hunters not set out on her journey. Her master having vanished hunting the baleful Red-Eye, it now fell to her to find him and bring him home. What fate awaits her on the road ahead? Only the gods can say. Before you continue your journey, across Astera there are 7 others who await you. Why not venture out and find them? Together, you can defeat even the greatest foes. The other 7 travelers. That is who it's referencing. Got healing grape? Nice. So, come up here to the fork in the road. And get another cutscene. Oh. The monster came out of nowhere, and it got me in the leg, and I can hardly put any weight on it. I hate to be a bother, but do you have any healing grape to spare? Give the person what they need. Because we're a good person. It feels good to be back on my feet. I can't thank you enough. I've been done for if you hadn't come along. My name is Kit. I'm on a journey to find my father. He disappeared when I was just a boy. Are you on a journey too? Perhaps our path too will cross again. Be safe, and may your travels bring you all that you seek. There are people who need help all across Asteria. There may be more way than for you to solve their problems. Help the people of the realm using the power of the path action. So, the example it's showing here is you fight this gentleman named Tony and you throw the fight. Obtained 1,500. Obtained the stories of Kit the Traveler. That being said, this is where our journey ends for now. I've been your host, GSmith624. When we continue, we will head either to Flame's Grace or to Boulderfall. Which way shall we head? Only the trails will know. I've been your host, GSmith624. If you like the content so far and you are new to the channel, hit that like button, comment down below, and subscribe. And if you want more content like this, why not really support the channel? Buy me a coffee or sub to my Patreon. Links in the description below. That being said, I've been your host, GSmith624. Our journey stops here for now, but it shall continue in the next episode. Fare thee well. I wish you well on your journey.